All right. All right, all right. Bup, 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 bup. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I know. I'm on a little bit of a tight schedule, so I'm only going to be doing this for like an hour or so, but I wanted to get a stream in. So I'm doing this for you guys. Just know that. I don't know why it's not working. Two a.m. in Chicago? Well, it's 3 a.m. here. So, um, I do not know why it is not working. That is the wrong one. Let's go to that one. Oops. Wrong one again. Oh, there we go. All right. Here we go. Okay, so I can't buy. I'm waiting for the transparent chat to come up as well, so I can actually read it while I'm playing. I'm probably gonna get kicked because my Floppa is gonna go fucking hungry. Actually, no, he's not. Is that my roommate? $50. Okay. Well, the video's gonna be there. This might not be though. Go Lions, screw the Bears. Hold up. I play fantasy football. Let me let me check if I agree with that statement. Here we go. Let me see if I have any Lions or Bears players. I actually don't think I do. Wait, hold up. Is our Floppa gonna die? Fuck. Our Floppa died. It starved to death. Okay, hold up. Let me check. Thank you for the $2, by the way. Do I have any Lions or Bears? I have a Lions player. I have Bates. So I agree with your statement. I do need the kicker. I do need the kicker to do well this time around. What the fuck is the game? It's Raise a Floppa, dude. I've been asked to play this game for I don't know how long. Hold up. I gotta open it up again. Because when you die in this game, you're cooked. Okay, 98 happiness. Okay, we gotta figure out a way to keep him alive. I forgot. How do I do food? I mean, how do I do tasks? Okay, I can see the chat now. You suck at this game? That is true. I gotta relearn what to do and shit. Okay, can I not? Okay, I can't purchase that because I have no money. How do I get money again? Oh, okay, it's on the ground. It's on the ground. 96 happiness, 47 hunger. Fuck, he's dying. Shit, dude. How do I make money? How the fuck do I make money, dude? My dude's going fucking hungry. I have $30. $52 hunger, $51 hunger. What up, Alex? How's it going? Good morning, Wiz. I don't know what to do other than to pet him. I don't know how to work a job. Are you going to cover the people guzzling down Tylenol? Oh, you know what? I might make a video on that. I did cover that today, but I covered a different portion of that issue, which is, I mean, they're both important, but dude, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. He's gonna die again, dude. Fuck, man. How do I get this? Oh shit. But yeah, I covered one half of the issue. Maybe I'll make another video on the other half, which is the women. But I mean, that's more obvious, right? That's more obvious of a problem. I think Trump's rhetoric and his scientific communication is quite flawed. I don't know why he's the one to deliver all this shit and not an actual doctor or someone who's like medically qualified to like answer these questions. You know, Trump's a good speaker and all, but I don't think he is qualified to communicate why the key drug in these painkillers actually are bad for pregnant women, whether it's, and to what degree, whether it's true or not, right? I think that's fair. Do you think gun control is an attempt to take power from civilians? I 100% think gun control most of the time, if not 99% of the time, if not all the time, is a way to take away power from the civilians. I mean, we know where all the gun problems are coming from. It's fucking inner cities that are very poor. My fucking Floppa is about to die. Hold up, guys. I gotta purchase the Floppa food. Make sure he doesn't die this time. You know. But because those areas are predominantly African American, black, however you want to say it, you know, they're not gonna speak about it. They're not gonna do it. And if you try to do something about it, you're racist. Blah blah blah. You guys know the little merry-go-round that they do with that. Are you gonna talk about how Trump touches Floppas inappropriately? Look, man, I want to see some Floppa testimony to see if that's true. Oh, I gotta pet him. Michigan gun nut 13% do what now? Look, thank you for the 2, but I've actually addressed this point multiple times. Like, 13% of the population assumes that, like, both all the men and women are the ones committing the crimes, when really the problem is even crazier, because you have to take half of those. Most violent crimes are done by men, so that's, now we're at 6%. Let's say some women do it, so now we're at like 7%, just breaking down the percentages. And then out of those percentages, obviously not every single black male commits crime, so we have to lower that even more. So when you think about it, it's like 3% commit fucking an enormous amount of crime. And since a lot of the time they're repeat offenders, it's an even smaller portion of the population that we have a problem with. So why don't we just fucking deal with that? Same for all the other criminals that are repeat offenders. It's these bail reform states. It's these states that do fuck, 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 fuck. Dude, I was only 1%. I was only 1 second away. Did you know that only 0.0001% Harrys are wizards? Fuck, dude. Do you think of giving $15 billion to Israel to own the libs? No, but that may be something Ben Shapiro would do. There's an off chance that he might he would do that over and over and over again too. I thought you were trying to work on your sleep schedule. I mean, I am. I'm only streaming till 4, and I'm just answering all of your questions. So if you guys have questions, just ask away. You know, it's late. I'm running on fucking root beer at the moment. As Asmund said, jail the worst 2%. Exactly. No, I 100% agree with him. Like, think about the worst of the worst. These people are fucking terrible. Like, they've probably committed crimes that we shouldn't have given them a second chance on. So why are they not in jail just permanently? Like, I feel like some actions kind of bar you from ever being in civil society ever again. Like, maybe we ethically create another piece of land and then don't let them leave it. I don't know. I haven't thought that far, but it's obvious they can't be in civil society. There's just a lot of fucking psychopaths and shit, and people who just... I don't believe in full rehabilitation for everybody. I think some people are just too far gone. Michigan gun nut, $2. All guns should be taken and given to me. What have you done, Michigan? What have you done to deserve all these guns? That sounds a little tyrannical. I think the people might come say no to that. Why do you have Roblox, by the way? I mean, I've always had Roblox, dude. This account that I'm on was made back in like 2011. Like, I'm a Roblox veteran. But I don't play it all the time, obviously. I like PUBG. I like Hearthstone. I like, but I've just been told to play this game so often. How am I supposed to get... Do I get rent from him? Give me the rent. Dude, he's about to die. I just can't... How am I supposed to get more money quicker? He's about to die. He's dead. How am I supposed to get money quicker? Are you happy Comey got indicted? Was he the prosecutor that facilitated the whole Russiagate situation, if I remember correctly? I would have to see what they're indicting him on. I actually haven't read into, you know, the actual legality of what they're doing. I need someone to please fucking tell me how the fuck I am going to feed this little shit. All I see is cooking shot. Is there no... Can I walk out? No, I can't even walk out the house. Russiagate or Elsagate? Honestly, Elsagate was probably worse. Not gonna lie. Visit Altai Republic in your next video? Where the fuck is that? Just click them? Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Wait, what political ideology do you think God falls under? I think God would transcend like human politics because God doesn't have human problems, you know? Does that make sense? Is that a good answer? I feel like that's a fair answer. I mean, God is a liberal, God loves communism. I'm not sure about that. Old and New Testament isn't exactly your modern ideal modern normal idea of liberal. I need a scratching post. I need a cat bed next too. Mr. Joseph, just want to say hello. Give my question away to someone else, I guess. $10, thank you. Like I said, guys, I will be I shout out everybody's name who donates even $1 or $2 per stream in the next video, regardless of if you have a position already. But thank you for the 10. What political ideology do you feel the most strongly about? Like, you feel like no one could ever sway you from? I don't think I have a single political ideology that I would 100% identify with. But like I said, I mean, look at my hat. Obviously, libertarian is one that I resonate a lot with, just because principally I enjoy a lot of the freedoms that the ideology offers, and I feel like it's fair and consistent a lot of the time. And it can be applied. We've already seen it applied in work in American society. But obviously, you know, we'd have to talk about certain issues. Like, this is why I don't like saying that I am this or I am that. Even though, you know, it is simpler to just say one or the other. Like, obviously, I'm not a fucking socialist or communist. Or I very much so don't resonate with either of those ideologies. Sorry. Who would win in a fist fight, you or Hassan? I don't know. Hassan is pretty... How tall is Hassan? Hassan is pretty big. I mean, I have experience, but I do not think it would be that easy just because he has a lot of reach. He's pretty big. He works out. I'm kind of out of shape. So right now, it would be whoever gets the first punch, whoever can land the first clean hit. Now, I don't think Hassan knows how to use his legs very well, which is something that I do know how to use quite well. So I think if I could get in some good body shots with my legs and leg shots, I think I would have a decent chance. Should I go to bed now to get around 3 hours of sleep or stay up? I would go to bed, man. I'm only staying up till 4, which is another 30 minutes. But I wanted to do this stream. I love moderate YouTube becoming Fuck! No! I wasn't paying attention to my Floppa. I am so sorry. I keep killing you. You don't have to be religious to get into heaven, right? It all depends which religion you follow. That's really it. Sorry, I'm getting to your question. Okay, anyway, more of a personal question. Any reason you are not religious? Heaven won't be as cool without you. I don't know, man. I don't like lying to myself. Like, if I just claim to be a Christian or whatever, like, that wouldn't be what I truly believe, and I want to tell the truth to you guys. So it's just I haven't had like a personal experience or a moment that would make me religious. However, I am agnostic. Like, I don't know how the fuck we got here. So I'm not here to dissuade anyone of being religious. I'm here to promote you guys to think for yourselves. And you know, I don't. I will, if you use an argument based on religion, I will try to, you know, try to bring a more secular stance into the matter, just because I feel like that's one thing, at least politically, a lot of religious people do is they try to argue using religious philosophy, and it's much harder to do that when the people who you're arguing with aren't of that religion, you know? It's kind of like trying to convince someone to, I guess, believe in the Bible when they, or using like Bible logic when they don't agree that it's a valid source or whatever. But I don't know, man. Maybe one day I'll have an experience and I'll become a Christian, and then that will be that, but it just has not happened yet. But I'm open to the idea. Like, I know one of the parts of Christianity is you have to search it out yourself, but nothing in my life has really persuaded me to do that, just being honest. Not that, and like I said, not that I'm like disparaging anyone else who's religious. But hope that answers your question. $5. Thank you so much, man. Heaven will have furries. I'm sure you wish that, Jackals. Furries aren't exactly the most holy people, though. Cheese stick fanatic. Oh, sorry. Hold up. Oh, man, I'm missing a lot of questions. I'm sorry. Let me make sure my Floppa doesn't die real quick, and then I'll answer you guys, because I keep letting him die. Not letting him, but I keep getting distracted by you wonderful people. What does alt-right and alt-left mean, and are either based and true? I assume not, because it's used by stupid people. Here's the thing. It kind of depends on who you ask and the context of, like, the country. But, like, if we're talking about America, where I think that idea came from, a lot of the times it's, like, identitarian politics mixed with authoritarianism in one way or another, whether it's pushing left-leaning or right-leaning beliefs. And it's not to say, and I don't even like discrediting people just because they identify with a certain extreme political view, only because, like, I like hearing what they actually have to say. Like, so people who are extreme, like Hassan, Nick Fuentes, like these people, Destiny, Bad Empanada, like people who are extreme like that, you still have to come at them with, you still have to counter them with, like, rational, logical arguments. You can't just call them racist or bad. We've seen that doesn't work. So, but it depends on the issue, because, you know, I don't think there's, like, a handbook on how to be alt-right or alt-left, you know? I don't even think alt-left is really a thing, but... Sorry, let me keep reading. I'm just trying to make sure my Floppa doesn't die. Give me a second. He's died way too many times on stream so far. So... Okay, we can't get another roommate. Okay, we gotta wait. Sorry, let me get to questions. Favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni. Easy. I am very basic when it comes to the food that I like. Oh, I'm really quick. I'm gonna make a video soon because California essentially banned Glocks in a backhanded way. So we're gonna be talking about that. Adler, we going to Zimbabwe or nah? You know, I don't actually know too much about Zimbabwe, so I'm gonna have to check that out. But I don't have plans to go to Zimbabwe anytime soon. But if you're there and you see me, feel free to say hi. And thank you for the 400. I don't even know what that converts into. Vers, I love your content, man. Hope you're doing good. Thank you. I hope you're doing good too, man. Thank you for the 2 Canadian. And I'm sorry that your country is not as free as they would like you to believe it is. I used to be religious, but personal shit happened. Hey man, like I said, I don't really disparage religion. I think it can be a great force of good and benefit to people's lives. Maybe not everyone, just for their own personal reasons or whatever. But I don't dissuade people to give it a try. Sorry, I am still. Thank you, Cheese Stick Fanatic, for the 4 months. I want cheese sticks. Any tips? Well, you can get them at many different distributors. One being Food Lion, Harris Teeter, Publix, your local store. I don't I don't know where you live. Or you could be based and buy some cows and end up making it yourself. Do all the cheese processing and then cut them into little sticks yourself. That's the most based way to do it. But thank you for the 4 months. Okay. Uh, I know you're pro-life, but any specific reason why? One of the big reasons I'm pro-life is because one, I value human life, and two, I think I think all the arguments for abortion are really ways of nihilistic people to just like essentially give up on humanity and say that nope, we have too many people, fuck it. Um, it's like a eugenics argument just applied to the entire population, and I just haven't heard a morally consistent good reason for abortion, because I believe if we were able to have all the kids that we've had since abortion, I think allowing them to try to figure out a solution to maintain all of the life on earth is a better and more moral cause than just essentially nihilism. So that's more or less, that's like a simplified version. I could go into it really deep one day, but that's basically it. Like I believe in like I want humanity to continue. I want a society that I can raise my kids in and that I'll be happy to see. And it's really sad that we think that we just have to kill our kids because, we don't have enough resources. Like I feel like this is an issue that is much harder to solve but can be solved through like conventional political and cultural means, and to actually make the right decisions for society. But that's basically it. Is the plural for floppas? It's floppas. That's the plural. Is this Roblox? Yes. Mr. Joseph, can I please borrow $10? I'm in some deep shit here. Please. That is not the way to acquire $10. I don't know what your English proficiency is at, but the donate button is not an infinite money glitch. I'm sorry. But thank you for the 10. What do you think of the Schlepp situation? I actually have not been following the Schlepp situation. How far am I? Oh shit, I'm kind of behind. Let me see. Is my Floppa gonna die? I don't think so. Anyways, good night. Good night. Have a good night. How do you feel about Newsom trying to ban ICE agents from wearing masks and being told he couldn't do that at all? I think it's bullshit. Oh, wait. What the fuck is this? Okay. I think federal agents should have the authority to wear masks. What kind of bullshit is that? What do you mean they can't? I just don't see a reason not to. Especially after they're getting doxxed and shit. Like, maybe not forever. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Forever. Who cares? They're federal agents. They're technically allowed to operate above the law. That is what we have determined. So that, or not above the law, but above regular civilian law. But at the same time, I think civilians should also be allowed to wear masks. Like, it's just one of those trade-offs. Would you rather watch a tree grow? You think you can get me with that? What is your opinion on Tommy Robinson? What do you think my opinion would be? I think it's pretty obvious. I don't advocate for political violence, and he seems to be just a fucking nut job. Zimbabwe and Euromax 16.6 milligrams, Lip Rocket are 9 milligrams. Alder, I have no clue what the fuck you are talking about, and I hope that is not that much money as a conversion, because I can't answer that question. 9 milligrams, there you go. Maybe the feds will get me. Cheese Steak Fanatic, $2. Can I come out of the freezer now? No. If you could come out, I would let you out. Why do you think people on Twitter and Reddit are saying Ben Shapiro next specifically? He's just one of the biggest conservative speakers on the right. It's really that simple. I mean, he has 5 million subscribers. He has a giant fucking right-wing media conglomerate. He has a lot of influence in the space, especially, and a lot of money to move around too. Like, he's a powerhouse politically for the right. I think it's that simple. Best Democrat or Republican candidate for 2028. A lot of you guys, thank you for your $2, by the way, and thank you, Cheese Stick, for your $2. A lot of you guys might not agree with this, but honestly, if we're being realistic and a Republican and only a Republican having, you know, the picks, I think everybody slept on Ron DeSantis, because he has run one of the most effective, both politically and just culturally, right-leaning states, or red states, conservative states, whatever you want to say, that the country has pretty much ever seen. Like, he made Florida go from a purple state to like a super majority red. So for the Republican Party to not consider him as a good option, sure, people can say he's goofy, but you know, you can't deny how fucking effective he is. Like, just go look at what Florida's been doing these past fucking 10 years. Let's see. Goodbye, Chris Mickle. You're fucking off. You're what, Chris? Blah, blah, blah. I see no other questions, but thank you for the 2. I can't even see your name. Crowded Zoltan, opinion on Fuentes. I actually don't know too much about Fuentes and his actual political opinions, because there's so many things that people say about him that I would actually have to go look into myself, like what he believes. Some clips I've seen when he's talking about, like, I think he said there is a moral imperative not to race mix, at least in marriage, and that's something we definitely don't agree on. And I would kind of question where his like moral principles are with that, since I know he's Catholic. But honestly, like, I just don't know too much about his specific beliefs, so I'm not gonna, like I said in my video, I'm not just gonna lie about what I think about someone. Like, there's a lot of people who I just don't watch enough, or just don't have enough information about personally. So I mean, I've seen clips where there is stuff that I would agree on, but I feel like those clips are more of the common sense clips that, you know, there's a lot more other people saying as well. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe we'll get him on the channel and I'll have a full discussion with him, see what he's saying. But I don't think he would care about me. He's a much bigger influencer than I am currently. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. He's got a lot of clout. We'll see what he does with it now that the right's coming. Pizza or burgers? Honestly, burgers. I think burgers have a lot more customization options. But thank you, Crown Zoltan, for the $2. $5, Alex Steen for president. Who the fuck is Alex Steen? Mr. Joseph, $5. Who the fuck is that? Oh, Alex Stein. I only have seen a few clips of this guy. I'm sorry. I'm not too familiar with this guy's work, but who knows? It's probably a joke comment. I'll look out for you though. Thank you for the 5 though. You got banned from my Discord for being a Nick Fuentes fan? Which Discord? Oh shit, I gotta pet my Floppa. I didn't participate in the Discord really. Like not even like my old one. So and I don't try to ban people for having just particular opinions or particular likings to people. Like I'm not here to moderate your fucking speech and beliefs. Unless it's like you're advocating for violence, of course, then I have to act. But Crown Zoltan. The clips are jokes meant for clicks, but I would heavily suggest you look into what he believes. Basically, no Israel influence in the U.S. Yeah, but I mean that's a pretty commonly held belief in America. Like, I don't think he would be as infamous as he is if he didn't have some other, I would guess, more controversial clips floating around. But like I said, I don't know too much about him. Like, obviously I see him because I'm in the political space or whatever, and I see people talk about him, but you know, at the end of the day, I focus on my channel, and you know, hopefully our goals align and we get shit done, and if they don't, then I hope my goals, you know, supersede his, and that's really it. That's how I treat every influencer, though, or political figure. Like, you shouldn't feel like you need to, like, fully support 100% of what someone believes, especially online, especially if they're, like, a political influencer or whatever. Like, you know, people are going to have different experiences and backgrounds, and their opinions are going to be influenced by that. And it doesn't make it right, and it doesn't make it wrong. I think the ideas at the end of the day, as long as you challenge them. Hopefully the best ideas are the ones that win, and not just like fucking propaganda and lies and shit. $5. Thank you, Crown, though. Opinion on Frankenstein. He was a good creature while he was still alive. I mean, no, he was the doctor, actually. He was a reputable doctor who probably should have been a mortician instead of whatever the fuck he was doing. I actually didn't read Frankenstein. Good night, minimal effort. Based if true for president? Here's the thing. I don't even want to be president. I don't fucking want to be president. And I can't be president. I wasn't born in the US. That's another problem. I was born in Russia. So I'm half Russian, half Korean, and I was adopted by American parents at the age of 1. So I literally can't run for president even if I wanted to. Welp, I'm all out of 9 milligrams, so Euromax mint it is. Bro, you're introducing currencies in my chat that I can't even fucking read. I don't even know what you're giving me. You could be giving me fucking gang money from some secret society that the US forgot about. Like, I don't know what fucking Huff is. Vice president? Nah, I just don't want political office. I don't want to have political problems. I don't want to be bribed. I don't want to have my life threatened all the time. I don't want any of that shit. Look up Alex Stein's remarks on Texas SB 7 bathroom bill hearing last month. Pretty legendary. You know what? Thank you for the $10. I was going to do it on stream, but I want to answer some more questions, but I promise you, Mr. Joseph, I will do that. Unless you're wanting me to do it now or something. But I'm afraid I'm just going to waste my time looking for the clip. What do you think of anarcho-capitalist libertarians? I'm in the Mintus Wave server, so I know a fair bit about them. I think any type of anarchist system probably would not work in our current society. I think it's just too extreme of a thing to be shooting for. And I also don't think it's practical, because I feel like small anarcho communities without a federal government, anarchist communities without a federal government, are going to be easily invaded by foreign powers. So I think you do definitely need some level of federal government barrier to prevent, you know, your society from essentially being fucking destroyed. What up, Darren? If you could go back in time, would you stop Reddit from ever being made? No. If I could go back in time, I would stop Reddit from ever being... I can't remember the exact event, but one of the business partners who owned Reddit essentially sold out the business, which is why it became a propaganda factory way quicker than, you know, it should have. So I would probably try to fix that instead of just getting rid of Reddit entirely, because the premise of Reddit is good. That's why it's popular. That's the thing. I actually don't dislike the premise of Reddit, and I think it's built fairly well. And I actually kind of like the community structures, but it's the unequal enforcement of the rules, and just... That's pretty much it. And the moderators being just a bunch of unpaid fucking losers most of the time is not good either. Like, but I understand why it exists, you know. It's kind of like a privately owned forum, except it's been completely... Dear person reading this, I forgot to send you your key to the house. Sorry about that. Here you go. Oh, okay. Sword stand? What do I have to kill? As a leftist, I'd love to never have to listen to another leftist again. Yeah, you guys don't have, Oh, I got Mrs. Floppa. Look at that. Oh, shit. They made love. Right on stream. Yeah, you guys don't have the best representatives, but I would say that your ideology, currently as it is flawed, which is why, but... You know, I think the left needs to exist as a counterbalance. It's like a free market. You know, you need competition. Collab with Sam Hyde. I think Sam Hyde's one of the funniest motherfuckers. Oh, shit. Does that double the money? Oh, shit. We're getting hella bread now. Yes, this is my Mrs. Floppa IRL right here. Oh. She's a cubic Floppa pixel that isn't complete on one quadrant of the square, but is on the other 5. The fuck? Why is this side empty? Oh shit, hold up. We're gonna need to buy food. Alright guys, we're coming to an end here, unfortunately. It's 4 a.m. So I will let Floppa QnA. I'll let you guys ask the last few questions that you would like, and I will do my best to answer them. So hold up. Let's see. On a scale from 1 to 10, what do you rate old Linkin Park? You know, I actually wasn't that... It's not that I wasn't a fan of Linkin Park. They just weren't in my rotation of music that I listened to. But all their, all their mainstream songs are obviously pretty good. So, I mean, old Linkin Park was probably a 10 to most people. If I listened to them, they probably would range from about a 7 to 8. Just based on my music taste and what they sound like. This stream was peak. Thank you. I know it was a short one, but I tried my best to answer as many questions as possible. Have you and Remnant777 ever talked about planning a video together? Yes. We have talked many times about doing that. Our schedules make it a little bit difficult to arrange that, but we definitely have been talking about it. We want to, too. Oh, and before you guys leave, we are doing a second FAP or Trap stream tomorrow. And because you guys came to this stream, there's some insider information. So I hope you guys enjoy that. After the video, of course. But we are doing a second version of it. And I'll be continuing it. A gay son or thought daughter? Probably a gay son. Yeah, probably a gay son. If I ever saw my daughter nude online, I would probably kill myself. So, you can still... That's basically it. I don't need to think too much about it. I think Remnant is pro-life. Love the flag and the hat. Thank you. This is a staple of my channel, and I have my hair back after I shaved it, if you guys can remember that. Can you do a woman tier list? A woman tier list? Are you even a true fan? Are you even a true fan, Cheese Stick? Wait, who asked that? Yeah, Cheese Stick. Are you even a real fan? Hold up. Let me send you guys something. How the fuck do I do this? Okay. There we go. It's already made. It's just 2 years old. Let's see. Any other questions, guys, before I peace out? Do a collab with Sam Hyde? Dude, I can't do a collab with Sam Hyde because he doesn't, one, know me, two, I'm not big enough for him to care. That's really it. I have no connections with him. Would you rather have a gay dog or a thought cat? Probably a thought cat. It depends on if the cat is fucking spayed or not. If it is, then... And plus, don't dogs try to fuck each other anyway? For dominance? Aren't they all gay in some way? Mr. Joseph, woman tier list is ridiculous. Women make up 52% of the population. It would take years. $5. Well, click on the link because I may have I might surprise you. When is the Ghislaine interview? Didn't it already happen? Did it not already happen? I thought it already happened. And we didn't get much out of it, or they didn't release much information about it. Have you heard the stuff regarding the absurd restrictions on keeping of reptiles in Florida? In case you're wondering, blame the FWC. I have not. I'm going to be looking really deep into the banning of switches in California, or any gun that is capable of having a switch, which would be all of Glock, which would be every single fucking Glock made. So they're essentially banning Glocks in a second order, as a second order effect, which is just beyond unconstitutional. So, what is on your TV? Oh, Tommy G's latest video on the Epstein files. That's what I was watching. What's something you disagree on with Charlie Kirk? Well, I could make it really easy and say that I'm agnostic, I'm not religious, so a lot of his religious and scripture-based arguments I would probably have some problems with. I didn't watch Charlie Kirk too much, to be honest. Not because I didn't like him or anything, just because, you know, he just, like I said, you can only watch so many creators, and I would see his shorts, and I would see him debate college students, and, you know, that was pretty cool. But other than that, I did not watch him too much, so I don't want to say I disagree with something that we might agree on. Valiant Goat with the 5 memberships. Dude, you do this every single fucking time, man. You are a fucking G. Can we get a W for fucking Valiant Goat? Look at how many people he gave a membership to. I'm going to have to add all these people to the list. Felony? No, you're on it. The script is 97 degrees. Yeah, the list at the end of, you know, my videos, if you watch all the way through, I shout out every single person that donated either in the previous stream or just in between videos, and I add them to that list, and I rank them up depending on, you know, if they donated or not. So, best branch of the military, Mr. Floppa Man. Well, if I was going with the one that my fiance's family is with, I would have to say, like, Air Force. What do I think is, like, the best, most effective branch? Probably the Army, just based purely on logistics, how many people it has, the roles that they serve. Coast Guard is also a pretty important branch because the Army, I mean, it is domestic and foreign problems, right? But I don't know. I mean, they all serve a very important purpose, so. But probably the Army. But anyway, guys, Thank you so much. Thank you, Valiant Goat. Thank you to everyone else who has donated Veers, Adler, Mr. Joseph, multiple times actually. I think aren't you already a base god, man? If you're not a base god, I think you did it. But I think I remember you being a base god already. But thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I'm gonna stream Trap or Fap much earlier tomorrow morning. Not morning. Like today, you know, in the afternoon essentially, or in the evening rather. So I hope you guys can join me for that. I hope you guys like the video that I posted. And I have another one coming obviously today. So I will see you guys then. Because I am mega tired. And I'm sure my fiance wants to sleep. So thank you for enjoying the stream. Thank you for all the questions. I will see you guys later. Peace. Oh no, I'm a Nazi. Oh no. So fucking stupid. Oh my god. Alright, guys. Have a good one.